We are live. What up, everybody? Welcome back to Engine Gate. We are the YouTubers of Attitude. I am Jared.
And I am Mike.
Ryan may or may not join. That's up to him. That's his prerogative. I don't give one single flying fuck because we're here to talk about the DINO team up from Power Rangers Beast Morphers. I would decide the episode numbers, but because Hasbro and Nickelodeon and all of them just fucked it all up, we don't know what episode numbers we are anymore. But we're not going to talk about the episode. We're not going to review the episode because we're going to save that for when it comes out on Nickelodeon. Then that's when we're going to do it. Is that Time Ranger still good? I have something to actually watch that's good because I was right.
Here we go.
No. I'm not going to gloat about it. I said I was going to hold out hope, but it's very difficult because of their track record. Michael called me today saying, yeah, I was right.
Sorry. Dogs in the background being a pain in the butt.
That's why I'm not even going to talk about that right now. But yeah, I was right. Jason didn't found, was it Grid Battle Force? I knew that. The way they summoned Jason was total what the fuck because he's in the same universe as the Beast Morphers. Let's see. I knew that they weren't going to utilize Dino Thunder in the least bit. Let me see. I knew that they were barely going to use the Go Buster footage. They had to really repurpose the Go Buster fight footage in that warehouse to make it Americanized with the Dino Charge guys. So they'll do it first, and then they'll use the Go Buster one the next episode. Which, okay, first off, the voiceover work is voiceover work. You gotta do what you gotta do. Fine, it's a gig, it's a job, cool. But you really had to dub over scenes from older seasons. Why? It made no fucking sense. You got the footage, you can use the sound, you own it. But my guess, Hasbro didn't want to pay extra for royalties. Like, nah, we're already using the footage. We own that. We ain't paying y'all. We're gonna pay y'all for this. We ain't paying y'all for that now. I understand when it comes to making Power Rangers, they take the cheap way out, but that's fucked up, man. You dubbed over Lord Zed. Spoiler. Oh, right. I'm sorry. Spoilers. Yeah, they show Lord Zed. They're like, oh, how are we gonna bring back Zed? And they decide to bring back Goldar. That's like the Neo Gryffindor, Neo Goldar thing, like how Snide was when Dino Charge was his name. That's like he wasn't supposed to be in Dino Charge, he was supposed to be in the Dino Charge. Team up with Mighty Morphin and Dino Thunder, which they could have utilized all those years ago because that's what Snide was. He was just the Neo. Well, I don't know Zeltrax. I forgot Zeltrax's counterpart's name for Sentai, but that's basically what Snide is. That's just Zeltrax.
Hold on.
Zeltrax, where we have the Neo Goldar. Brings up a whole lot of questions of how they were able to bring him back. I don't know. But I'm discussing the episode. I shouldn't even be discussing the episode. Either you guys can go watch it for yourself, or you can wait until it's on TV and watch it for yourself then. Just the team up in general, it felt a little too rushed. It didn't feel like, oh, they got to really mingle with each other. Again, I'm talking about it. But I kind of called it. I called it for what it was. It wasn't going to be a thing. It wasn't going to have Dino Charge.
It was like, no. I literally sat there and first at the episode.
Like, I watched it too because I'm like, you know what? I want to see how bad it was and how right I was. And Jesus Christ, I was more right than I wanted to be. Now, I know I've seen other YouTubers in the Ranger community have those theories, and I'm like, okay, maybe. But even then, I'm like, I don't buy it. I just can't buy it. I couldn't buy it. And this was why. This is exactly why I couldn't buy into it. The build up for it, though, I will give them that is nice that they actually try to stretch it and try to do long. Now they decide to do long-term booking. What started off, I will give them. They did a team up to build up a team up. That's actually impressive.
No, it's not.
Nah, don't give like in concept and theory, not a bad idea. In execution, you dropped the ball.
Movie.
Like it. I knew because I've already said I saw the Sentai film that this is based off of. I've seen Go Busters. I've seen I've seen them all. I knew this wasn't gonna go well. It's gonna be good as a nostalgia pop. And I'm speaking as not just as a Power Rangers fan, but I'm like, dude. Okay, think about okay, here's a good way for wrestling fans to understand. Is it Goldberg coming back recently? It's like, yeah, it's Goldberg, cool, but it's like, what purpose would it really serve? It's just gonna piss you off and disappoint you in the end. Not because it's Goldberg, but because of what it's doing for the current guard of wrestlers. Goldberg beating the Fiend. What the fuck? Why would you do that? Like that makes no goddamn sense. And now here we are. Braun Strowman is Universal Champion. Why? Well, Steve Corino, but still, but that's not gonna, not gonna pull hairs on that one. But that's the same thing, almost basically. You got these Rangers coming back. You got all these things. Cool. But what does it serve? Really nothing. And it's like you got these current guys, so you're doing nothing with them. Just like, oh hey, you're that Ranger. Yeah, cool. Let's fight. Oh wait, we gotta go do this. And then, oh my god. And then, you know what? No. I'ma wait. I want the rest of the world to see this. I'ma wait until it comes on Nickelodeon. I'ma wait. And I'm gonna be like, damn. Basically, all the theories I spat out, dude, it was worse than I had thought at the end. I think, no. It was worse than I thought, and I didn't want to be that right. I was hoping it'd be different. They'd actually do something right.
I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but Dimensions in Danger was better.
50-50. I'm like,
no. That's not by my opinion. Dimensions in Danger.
The only thing Dimensions in Danger did was give us a reason to do this. That's all it did. It gave us the MacGuffin device to do what we did in this team up. Which, long term, sure, cool. Can we get ToQger? Maybe. Can we get Ninja Steel coming back to team up with ToQger? Maybe get Jew Oger. Who knows? But now we're getting Rhea Soldier. Oh God, I'm not like I like Rhea Soldier just fine, but this ain't gonna do it. If this is what we're gonna get out of Rhea Soldier next year, I don't want it. Take it back.
Take note.
Wait, I don't want it. Hello, Ryan.
Yes, you do.
Take notes.
Hello, Ryan. I was right. Every theory I spouted, I was right. Every hope that Michael had, I dashed away because, again, I was right.
Yay.
Really? Thanks, Ryan.
I didn't mean to squash anybody's dreams. I don't want to, but with a track record of seeing how Tokusatsu has been going for the last decade, I kind of see the bullshit for what it is. I'm sorry, bro. You had to learn. Did you learn a lesson?
You know what? Me and you gonna fight.
And you'll lose that fight. You lost the theory battle with me. And look where that got you today. You set yourself up for the okie doke. Do you feel good about that? No, you don't feel good about that.
Are you done?
No, back to what I was saying though. If this is what we're really gonna get out of the Rhea Soldier, what's it called? Dino Fury? If this is what we're gonna get out of Dino Fury, you better slap yourself silly. Go to a ring, you better sit in a room together and you realize watch the Sentai, say how can we adapt this and make it make sense in American and still have a connection to Ranger lore proper. Not just saying, remember this, oh, nostalgia. Oh, and now we're not even gonna utilize these new guys. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I don't want it. I don't want none of that. Let me see. You didn't use okay. Again, I want to talk the voiceover work. You fucked up who did you hire? And that's not to say anything bad about these voice actors, because I believe voice actors can be phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
If you got the footage from past seasons and you use Disney era seasons too, my guy, how do you
Yikes.
that up by doing? I think that the Korag one, the Mystic Force was probably the only one that didn't get fucked up. I believe.
I enjoyed Mystic Force, in my opinion.
Yeah, Mystic Force. No, because they used footage from Mystic Force in the team up. So I want to say that they didn't fuck up. And
oh yeah, the operation had a Mystic Force. Never mind.
Did they dub over that with someone else?
No, they didn't. They actually used the actor.
Really?
Yeah.
But they couldn't do it for In Space, for Lost Galaxy. Lord fucking Zed. That was the smack in the face right there. Like, for the other one, you just insulted my intelligence. You insulted my childhood. For Zed, though, you smacked me in the face. You smacked me right in the fucking face. And then utilizing all their older weapons, like, again, cool. But how? That's why I go back to the Ranger Vault. How the fuck did they get all this stuff?
Look,
and don't say because that dimensional bullshit, because Michael, we already learned today that your theories were all wrong.
Shut up and let me
What I
talk.
missed.
Okay. Here's what I'm saying. Me and Jared can attest, to me saying this. I feel that Dimensions in Danger was better than this team up.
Again, I'm 50-50 on that, because the only thing, like I said, Dimensions in Danger, it was fine for a nostalgia pop. It didn't utilize the Steel guys, except the Sidarso factor. That one, I'll say, you know what? I'm all for Sidarsos being together. I love that. Other than that, all you did was say, hey, RPM was in another universe. Dino was in another universe. Here's a MacGuffin to go into other universes if you ever need to team up again. That's all you did. That's all you did. And then, okay, another thing that they did, but it's just to get everybody's wet dreams around is give Tommy a Master Morpher. That's not a jab. I'm not shooting on Tommy Oliver and nothing. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna get you later, girl.
But they could have done me personally.
But yeah,
a Master Morpher.
I'm sorry, I got on to. I it's all well and good, but you just said, hey, remember these guys from the Saban era? Hey, remember these guys? Barely from the Disney era or Neo Saban era, honestly. It was mostly, hey, remember the Saban era? Yeah, we're celebrating that, not the whole history of remember the Saban, the Neo Saban, the Disney. Yeah, there were seasons that weren't good, but they're still part of the history. I can sit here and say the same thing with Kamen Rider. Michael's putting his kids through Kamen Rider Ghost, and I was like, oh my fucking god. Just wait until he gets the Tocon boost. He will be pissed. But guess what? That's still part of writer history. Seeing them mention, reference, come back, I'm all for it because it's part of the history of a whole bigger franchise that I love.
Mm-hmm.
If you Universal Champion Goldberg this shit, then I'm gonna just, what the fuck are you doing? And Ryan, since you joined late, I just made a reference how this team up was basically the old guard coming back, doing their thing, and like the new guard just take a backseat to the nostalgia behind it all,
That's it.
That's basically that's what they did here. That's what it feels like they do recently up to now. And then I'm like, yo, the writers' room of Power Rangers need a writers' room. Dragon Ball is doing it, and Dragon Ball Super is killing it in the manga right now.
Definitely.
Naruto has a room. The books are probably just as fine. I haven't read the books, but they did adapt some of those books, which I believe they should have adapted more of the Naruto books into anime, aside of the certain ones that they did. Should have been its own anime before Boruto.
Uh-huh.
That's just my thing. What else has a writer's room? Power Rangers need a war room where they could talk and come up with stories and concepts that actually is good. Not just story, but some of the fix your dialogue.
It's an epic, an epic moment.
If you like I said, in theory and in concept, this was fine. In execution, you dropped the ball a bit, relying on Oh, we got to use this old MacGuffin. Oh, we got to use some of that nostalgia. Oh shit, we got this team up. And wait a minute, they barely use the damn Go Busters. Oh well, guess we're gonna have to find a way to use it an American way. Really? Again, I called it. I called it.
So just pretty much lazy writing.
And it's like they're good writers. Just give them a chance to flex their muscles and be like, okay, this is the continuity of Power Rangers. Sit down with the comic book writers to be like, okay, how do you think we should go about this for this in continuity season when you're doing your own thing in the comics? Oh, this is how we would do it. This, that, and the third is like, okay, we just share ideas, share information, go by this, and then look at the Sentai like, okay, we can adapt some of that, but do our own thing. Pad it out. Just like flex those writing creative muscles. Don't just say, okay, we got to do this because we got to sell this toy. Yes, that's what Sentai and all Tokusatsu is, selling toys.
And Gundam.
But I was watching Kamen Rider 01, the movie, the team-up movie with him and G.O. I admittedly there was a lot of like what the fuck moments. I was scratching my head, but at the same time, I still enjoyed the movie because I love those characters. Yeah, the toys are cool, the forms are cool. Oh yes, Premium Bandai. If I had the money, I'd take my motherfucking money now. But that's because I like the forms. I like the characters behind those forms, like the badassery of those forms. I like in Build, he goes berserk in his hazard mode. Yeah, it's a toy itself. But the way they did it, oh my god! If you go watch Kamen Rider Build, and that's the reason why I do this part at the end because of Kamen Rider Build. I do this because of Kamen Rider Build, and the other part of Key Ranger, but you already know that part. But yes, there is a way to sell toys and have nostalgia, but also have a good story behind it. That was not this. This was just nostalgia.
Mixed with more nostalgia.
But again, I will give them this. It's a good step in the right direction of long-form storytelling, long-term booking. Yeah, it wasn't long-term enough, but it's a start. That it went from the Gavin
part 3
now, the Gavin crossover to the DINO team up with a little bit in the middle to utilize more of the movie footage. Again, in execution, not so good. In concept, hell, not bad. Kudos on you. I'm not gonna sit here and just straight bash him. I will say that there was good out of that and saying, hey, you did something. Because the Gavin team up had nothing to do with this. And I did criticize it. Why the fuck are you starting it now? But it's like, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, no, that's good. Using business, but it had nothing to do with them yet. But it did it, and that is long-term booking. Sort of. I just take that, be more creative. If you're gonna make a toy, make a good story behind the toy that makes people want to buy it.
I agree.
That's what we got to take over. The rest of Beast Morphers, I ain't getting my hopes up. Whatever child was that, they agree right there. They like, don't get your hopes up, people. So yeah,
Hasbro, you need to start taking notes. Watch the Sentai before you eat. Shut up, Michael.
No, watch the Sentai. Come up with a story that surrounds the Sentai, but still do your own thing. Time Ranger was adapted beautifully in the Time Force. Mega Ranger is a video game-based Sentai. But we got Power Rangers in space, and look how well that went.
Beautiful.
Power Rangers, another good one. Dino Thunder. Hell, Dino Thunder used the Sentai.
You did. I remember that.
SPD.
RPM is the most perfect example. They barely use Sentai footage outside of Megazords.
Yeah, that was really interesting. It was a lot of original footage.
And that was during a writer's strike too. Come on, you have no excuse. Hasbro, I get you trying to, save money and make money off toys, but Jesus fucking Christmas, bro.
Like,
the RPM even had a freaking behind the scenes episode.
If the head chairperson of Power Rangers from Hasbro is listening to this.
Never.
Well, share this with them. Share this with Hasbro. I wanna say hello. Hi, Hasbro. Go fuck off. While you're fucking off, go sit down in the corner and think about what you did while you're still fucking off. Then once you say, hey, I have a good idea, then you can come back. But if you come back with crap, fuck off again. Think about what you did again until you realize, oh, wait, they're going to keep telling us to fuck off until we do something right.
Duh.
That's why, again, I reiterate it. The voiceover for the villains and Rangers.
At least try to get some of the original Rangers. At least.
Dude, the fact that you brought back some of the Dino Hunters. I've mentioned here on camera before that Shelby wasn't coming back because she's doing Katie Keene, which is part of the Riverdale universe. Where is my beanie?
Well, that or probably they didn't get like, I don't know. Maybe they just don't treat the actors the same like they do in Japan because they do kind of like to do it, but then in Japan they like to do like coming back for these old things, and then America sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Exactly. So like Japan, they do make sure like okay, we'll bring them back as soon as possible, especially the recent seasons, except Duoger.
Treat your actors right.
Thank you.
And then like yeah, no, the fact that you didn't even utilize the sound footage from the seasons you used was really stupid. Like, you didn't want to pay the actors or their estates for the actors that were not with us anymore. Really? If that's the case, that's fucked up, bro. You really don't want to pay royalties for voice footage. You're willing to spend money to dub over old footage instead of just paying the royalties to the actors that were from that season. That's so fucking stupid. They didn't even use Jason and the Megazord footage from when they were like, oh, we gotta look at Goldar. They didn't even bring back Goldar's voice actor.
Here's the thing. They big major spoiler. They used all the original you know, footage from their Sentai or from their season. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
But that makes no sense. How are you gonna have Jason in the next episode, but you don't utilize his voice in like the flashback? Like, what? You voice like, admittedly, that voiceover for I didn't even sound nothing like Jason. It's a toss up between that one of the voiceover for Jason that was back in the '90s when actors left. Seriously though, what? I'm just at this point ranting and raving, just like, yo, I need to make something because we got. But yeah, to the point. The Dino team up.
It was trash.
Well, that's disappointing to hear.
Yeah.
I had really high hopes for this season.
Barely any Dino team up to mention. It was just they show up, they fight Megazord. Didn't even have them all together in one Megazord. It's just footage from the '90s to 2000s from the American goddamn Dino Charge.
Yikes! I'm hearing some bad stuff right now.
The American Dino Charge Megazord cockpit. You couldn't even just say, "Hey, we'll utilize Kyuryuger this one time with all the dinos and Go Busters." No, you didn't even use Go Buster. You used Red Buster in the one goddamn cockpit. And then, where am I getting at this? Where was I going at this? Oh, the morph sequence. Here we go.
How you mess up that?
Remember, okay, I told this to Michael. I probably said this before. Once a Ranger redid the whole Mighty Morphin sequence.
Yep.
Yeah, told me that.
And then...
Oh, wait, no, I told you that.
Let me finish. Like how Japan had the Battleizer from SPD brought into Deca Ranger versus Magi Ranger, they took the Once a Ranger more footage from Adam, repurposed it and tweaked it up a bit for Kyuryuger versus Go Busters for when Geki did it. Tyranno Ranger Geki from Mighty Morphin. He's like, boom, Dino Buckler. A repurposed Once a Ranger morph for Super Sentai. But they did not use any of that here. It's just, boom, it's more. And then I'm pretty fucking sure, story-wise, Jason had his morpher the entire fucking time. So why it comes out of the morphing grid is beyond fucking me. But I'm gonna get more into that when we review the episode later on this year, in a few months'
Too
time,
long.
so that when everybody watches it, I'm just gonna be drinking because I'm not gonna keep a bucket.
Alive. So alive. My
I'm
wife
not
got me a bottle of alcohol for Father's Day. I'm in a good mood.
Oh, that's how bad. They will.
You know, they should if they have these problems. I don't know. Maybe it's money issue. Maybe it's time. So like, put up like a Kickstarter or GoFundMe. There are fans that will throw money at this 100%.
Like they're willing to throw money at bringing back some people, but they couldn't utilize their fuck. They were not willing to pay royalties for voiceover. That's stupid.
That's why I said make a GoFundMe. Let the fans pay for it because they want it.
They're already paying for it through merchandise, Ryan.
Just like I wanted to give a shout. Just like Legend of the White Dragon. Speaking of which, shout out.
That's what I was talking about. That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh.
Legends of the White Dragon. You got fans spending Power Rangers stuff like by themselves, probably more than what companies can do.
That.
You got fans making content with actual Rangers that is better than the season that the Rangers are in.
With Kickstarter.
Like, come on, you're a goddamn conglomerate. You're willing to put out shit Transformers movies for billions of dollars, but you can't.
Jared, breathe.
Well, to be fair, the movie industry has been fucked recently, so
shit. This is like it's like you take the good of Bumblebee, but you can't really utilize the good out of Bumblebee.
I did like that movie, honestly.
Maybe that's what
Bumblebee movie.
They need John Cena here to fix it.
God damn it!
Hey, look, if we're gonna bring back old wrestlers from the past to fix something, at least do it right.
John Cena just like getting a Transformers head.
I'm talking about Power Rangers. Bring John Cena for Power Rangers.
Wrestlers and Power Rangers. Oh, they can't.
They
could go hand in hand.
It's not unheard of, actually. It's not unheard of because Sentai and Rider is on TV Asahi. What also is on TV Asahi is New Japan Pro Wrestling. One of their top stars, the John Cena of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Hiroshi Tanahashi, was in a Kamen Rider movie. And I've mentioned that before on this channel.
Ooh.
The Kamen Rider X-Aid cross, is it Drive or Goat? No, it's the Dr. Pac-Man Kamen Rider X-Aid cross Ghost movie. Yes. That movie had Hiroshi Tanahashi. And then every Wrestle Kingdom, Hiroshi Tanahashi comes out with new hair, colored as the Rider season that's out. He did it for Geo. He did it. He came out. I posted here on our Instagram during New Japan Wrestle Kingdom. I watched this match too. He came out in the color scheme of Kamen Rider 01.
Wow.
So having a wrestler in this would not be unheard of. I'm pretty sure that it's out there that they've been in Super Sentai seasons and clips. I just can't recall at this time.
I mean, if they do it right, they can have like loads more viewers, wrestler fans, Power Ranger fans.
Yeah, especially okay. And this is for Toei as well. If you're going to use New Japan wrestlers outside of Hiroshi Tanahashi, which is I'm all for aces, get it because he's the aces. I would say use some of the American guys from like Bullet Club, which would make sense because they're heels. Oh, wait, was it? And Wizard music video wrestler.
A movie and more.
Yeah, see, a lot of wrestlers. But okay, so like who can I say? Who can I say who's from America? Okay, from some of the AEW guys, All Elite Wrestling. Some of their wrestlers go to New Japan. Use them in Super Sentai. John Moxley, Chris Jericho. Holy fucking crap baskets. And then when it gets adapted into Power Rangers, you have established AEW stars who are wrestling with New Japan, who are in Super Sentai, coming to Power Rangers. Do you realize how much fandom that can bring in and crossover appeal that has?
A lot.
Like, I'm already a wrestling fan, and I'm a Ranger fan. During our interview, during Storm Before the Con, our interviewer is a wrestling fan.
Oh, speaking of
Power Rangers,
my wife, who is not a Power Ranger fan, watched the episode with me. Even she got pissed.
so that's just a lot. That's a lesson to you right there. If you want crossover appeal, really think outside the box. Hasbro talked to Toei. Toei talked to New Japan. There you go. Say, hey, whenever you guys from AEW want to come out here, can you come out an extra day or so early and film a Super Sentai thing with us so that when they adapt to the Power Rangers, there you go. Crossover appeal. Talk to TN. Well, no, AEW's on TNT, which is the Warner Brothers thing. So it's like, okay, Nickelodeon's gonna have a real big problem with that, but make it work. It's not unheard of. Actually, no, scratch that. No, wrestlers have been on other channels that aren't their home station. So yeah, screw that. Yeah, it could work. Jericho, Moxley, who else? Lance Archer, Brody Lee. Anybody from AEW that goes to New Japan could be part of Sentai. When it comes to America, it could be on Power Rangers. And then you see the wrestler tweeting us like, hey, I'm on Power Rangers. Oh, word, let's see how this goes. Like, oh wow, this is actually amazing. I'm basically saying that out of hopes because they already fucked up ones with having Yoshi Sudarso on Super Sentai and then use that episode, but they decided to use that episode anyways, but you cut him out of it.
Yikes.
Yoshi, I want to give you a shout out.
Oh yeah, Yoshi was in this. That was good to see some Sudarso. Sudarso factor. That was a good thing in this. I found something good out of this. The Sudarso factor.
Sudarso factor.
It's always a good thing in Power Rangers. But not enough to not make me shit on this.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I have to call a spade a spade. The team up again. In theory, in concept, hell, that shit is good. I was looking at it like, yo, this could work. Execution, no, you fucked up. So people at Hasbro, you better sit the fuck down, think about what you did, and be like, how can we be better, do better, and all that stuff. I'm just basically saying the same thing over and over again for 30 minutes until it gets into their head that they need to do better. Ryan, what do you think should happen going forward?
Going forward, let me see. Probably some more thought into this stuff. Probably go a little bit more splurging on the budget. If not, I would say just do what other actors do. Just get like a fun page because there's 100% fans will put their money towards it.
Yeah, I mean the fans are already putting their money towards it by buying the toys.
Exactly, that too.
So, okay, here's another thing. Calm down with the exclusive toys in the show. If you're gonna make exclusive toys just to sell toys, fine, but don't put it in the show. That's what's hurting it a bit too.
Please don't.
I'm all for that Cheetah Blaster thing from Nerf. It doesn't have to be part of the show, bro. Just put it out there for Nerf. Like, I can honestly tell you right now. Me and a friend of mine, me and her are setting up a Nerf war. I showed her the Cheetah Beast Blaster. She's like, yeah. I told her, yo, that's going to be one of my secret weapons I'm going to use against you. You know why? It's because it's a cool looking gun for Nerf. Don't put it in the
no, don't get me started on Nerf. I was addicted to Nerf. I would have bought the strangest multi-ammo gun ever.
If you're gonna make a Hasbro exclusive Nerf toy for Power Rangers, fine, but don't put it in the show. Especially don't fuck up the morphers with that shit, man.
Striker Morpher.
I have a lot of questions, especially that morph sequence in one of the team up episodes. Why were Nate and Steel using wrists and not the? What the fuck?
Yeah, I got confused by that. It's just like, wait a minute, I thought they used their phones to morph or whatever they're called.
I want to know who directed that. I don't want to be that negative person to be like, yo, this director sucks. Because like, yeah, there are your good directors, your amazing directors, and your bad directors. But I believe you're directing a kid show, you can do better. You just gotta flex some muscle and creativity, and that's
I don't underestimate young kids. They enjoy some good story too. You gotta feed their minds as well.
Sam Raimi worked on Hercules' Legendary Journeys.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't say these big time directors don't know how to do TV. So it's like these TV directors can go and do big time things, but give them the chance to prove that they can.
And then try not to sell the moral of the story so cheesy. I mean, Power Rangers integrated it much more better.
How much do you three bet it's one of those people from Hasbro who decided to think it's a waste of time to get actors? Yeah, pretty much fucking sure. They're pulling a Neo Saban and be like, nah, we ain't gonna pay all these motherfuckers. Some of them probably
pretty much they don't want to put in the time and money for it.
Yeah, no, I believe that, and I believe some of them just didn't want to come back because they knew what the fuck they were getting themselves into. It's like, nah.
That's true. Like I said, they should treat their actors more better because, like, Japan, they seem to always want to come back for like second appearance, and then they seem to be happy about it. They're just probably not treating their actors right.
Like certain times you can't even get the actors come back because they're busy doing other projects. Like when I think I mentioned this before.
Well, if they're busy, I would understand. But if it's straight out they don't like the company, then that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, like with Go, Forze couldn't come back because he was working on Bleach, and they mentioned that in the Go supplementary episodes.
Well,
like,
that's understandable. I would forgive that.
Yeah, it's like they're really like it's basically breaking the fourth wall and like in the making of the show. They're like, oh, I couldn't Gentaro be here. Like, oh, he's working on Bleach, and it's funny again. I mentioned before, all like the three writers from Forze were Ichigo, Orihime, and Uryu in the Bleach movie.
Oh yeah,
Just
decent. That's all I can say. The movie.
I like that factor. Like, yo, the three, basically, some of the main pillars of Bleach are the pillars of Kamen Rider Forze.
Basically, yeah.
The
I was about to say, if you want to do a great live action, hire Kamen Rider actors.
I mean, I was just watching the live action Bleach earlier today.
So he's watching Kamen Rider Forze.
Here's one, you know what I just realized? They for the English like voiceover, they used some of the original like
we know.
Huh?
We know.
Well, dang, fine. Jeez, I was just playing.
Michael, you tell me things I already know. That's why I had to crush your dreams about today. That's why we're doing this now. Because I already know. People are going on rumors about One Piece is returning next week. Yeah, obviously it's returning next week with the new episode of Digimon, you numpties. Wait, two Ryans.
How are you, Jared, as their idealist for Power Rangers and more?
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool because I would just whoop everybody into shape. Yeah, that'd be fucking cool. Yeah, but maybe if we work hard on the channel and make Tokyo Showdown a thing, Hasbro will open their eyes and try to come at us, and they'll be like, "Nah, bitch, this is our thing. You want us to stop? Hire us." That's the long term. But for now, we're just gonna keep doing this.
Nah, hire us, or at least speak to there's probably like hundreds of like Power Ranger experts and Super Sentai at the same time all over YouTube. They could also talk to.
And I can honestly say, yes, some of the ideas that I have differ from all the other Ranger YouTubers out there, and I'm like, maybe. I can just like look at this and I'm like, okay, maybe. And at the same time, like, nah, it's not how I would do it, but that's how they would do it. And it's like, okay, I can respect that.
I mean, some are cheesy, some are really good. It's best to have the options open.
Some would want to keep the Ranger season split and have it on hiatus. I'm like, no, we don't need that. And it's like some people don't like the filler parts, but it's like sometimes the filler part can be good for character development if used properly.
I mean, yeah, we had like good proper. Let me see, character development in Power Rangers.
So we have to go back to RPM. We're just gonna have to use RPM as our scapegoat from now on. RPM and In Space had filler episodes, like Brian said earlier. RPM had a filler episode just showing behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, that's what it did, and I actually enjoyed watching it.
Feel good.
Mm-hmm.
It had nothing to do with
character. It was actually fun to watch.
Yeah. But yeah. Learn, Hasbro. Learn. Utilize your continuity from previous seasons that were piss poor and be like, hey, we can make it better. We can make this make sense a little bit more. Delve into it just a bit more.
And then mentioning other things like character, like Time Force. They had great characters of Jen, Eric, the counterpart of the other Red Ranger.
From now on, from whatever season from now on, we're gonna be using Power Rangers in space, Power Rangers Time Force, Power Rangers RPM, maybe SPD as well sometimes. To use them
the SPD had some decent character development, so I would say yes.
As a point that there can be good shit out of a kid show if you just let it breathe. Let it be creative.
I mean, for me, I enjoyed the conflict between Sky and Jack. I was like, oh man, and then how that changed over the season. That was so great.
Exactly. There you go. Now,
Bridge is still weird though.
it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I like Bridge. But yeah, that proves right there. Now, and it's fucked up where even okay, I didn't like Megaforce or Super Megaforce, but even I can sit there and be like, okay, I can see some good concepts out of that. That's how you know you really fucked up. You know you really fucked up. In our Operation Overdrive was a piss poor season, probably the worst season of them all. But had at least an idea. It had a beginning, middle, end, especially where the Mac found out he was not even a real person. Yeah, that's Pinocchio. Yeah, Disney owned him at that point, but it still was something.
Oh yeah, Overdrive.
Creative. At least they stuck to it. Wasn't good, but hey, they did it. They had the balls to do it too. So, Hasbro, get your shit together. I'm just been shitting on them again for another 45 minutes. But yes, the Dino team up. It basically was as I predicted. You guys can go watch it now, or you guys can wait to watch it. Either way,
wait, like how many months?
I was
for
right.
Disappointment.
You guys, why you really want to wait for that disappointment? You just want to get it out the way now and rip it off like a band-aid.
Go to Australia.
Oh, hey, Rod. DBZ Freak 25 Rise says hey.
Oh no.
But yeah, I'm done. I'm done dumping on them. Just the Dino team up was the Dino team up, like the Sentai, rarely utilized the Go Busters / Beast Morphers and MacGuffin. Basically, like that movie, this team up had nothing but MacGuffins. Some of it made a little sense. Some of it was just there to be there.
It's like, oh, we paid for this footage. Let's try to use it as much as possible.
Like with the Morphex stuff, I will admit, yeah, that was pretty fucking good. But we'll talk more about that when we review the show. When we're back to reviewing Beast Morphers proper, because we're not going to review it now because we don't want to spoil everything. Even though we spoiled mostly everything because
I was about to say, didn't you just spoil everything just a few minutes ago?
It pretty was fucking obvious when they announced the team up, though. I called.
Well, you predicted how it was going to run through, but not how the story went. But whatever, continue.
Dude, when they said that they were going to utilize the Chaku stuff and put it into this, I was like, okay, I know where this is going.
Saw it right then and there.
I tried to hold out.
He sat through this for years. He cannot predict what's going to happen.
I tried. Merch 25 Rises. Oh, you cheeky bitch.
What did I miss? Where is he typing from?
He's just saying, hey, Ryan, trying to get your attention.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know. We'll see you on Fortnite. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go relax a little bit.
And
I'm gonna decompress.
March 25 Rises, blah blah blah. Anyways.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go decompress and then I'm gonna play Fortnite or something. Keep my mind off shit. Probably Little Shinobi Strikers.
Oh, now he's on the other one.
Yeah, Okay, yeah, we got to go.
I thought you lost the passwords for those.
I'm fucking done. Oh, it's just a Georgia Q Ranger. Well.
See, this is why I always say I want to be rich. That way I could pay for like proper stuff, man. Like I'm not afraid to go the little extra mile. And if I need more money, I'll just send up a fund for the fans. Like this is for you guys. This is what we're raising the money for.
But what they could have done was Zyuohger and Q Ranger is that what they did with Q Ranger and Lupin versus Pato, make it a B cinema. The same thing they could have done with the Dino team up, make it a B cinema.
I mean, it's been a while since Power Rangers has been on film. Well, besides the movie version, but I mean, like for example, Mighty Morphin, Turbo. I mean, like an actual season become a movie.
But yeah, I'm talking about like basically, like I said before, the Dino team up should have been a V Cinema. Go Busters versus Q should have been a thing. Q-Ranger versus Q Ranger should have been a V Cinema because Q Ranger versus Lupin versus Pot was a V Cinema, even though this year Lupin versus Pot was a whole film with Rhea Soldier in theaters. So I mean, that was good, I guess. But yeah, Japan fucks up too. I'm not gonna sit here and say they're perfect. They fuck up too. Ryan's gone. My hot takes. Oh, you guys want to know more about Tokusatsu? Go watch Let's Talk Toku with friend of the channel, Squall Charleston.
Pressing the wrong damn button. Blame DBC Freak Rises for that. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes, we blame him. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna chill out. Oh, hey, it's Power Rangers SPD.
Oh, where's that? Wait. Where's that on? Are you on Netflix?
Tokusatsu. It's Let's Talk Toku.
Oh, Tokusatsu. Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch that because that's something I can get behind. And
I don't know. For me, you're making me want to rewatch old good Power Ranger seasons now.
Yes. Go do that. Go rewatch that.
You know what I want to rewatch? I want to rewatch Lightspeed Rescue because I only watched that once and I'm missing a lot of memory from that.
American footage. Yo, that was American Foley Ranger right there, and they made it work.
Oh yeah, the Titanium Ranger. Oh my goodness. When he was like hinted or not hinted, like revealed in the show, I went nuts.
And one more thing, Jungle Fury Spirit Rangers. Come on, Hasbro.
That was also good.
I
thought they were actually they were part of the show from the Sentai, but no, it was American.
If you want to use stuff like that, Hasbro, and use your toys in that, do something like that. Be smart with it. Fucking numpties. God. Dino Team Up was meh. It's meh. Out of team ups, it ain't up there.
I think they're just thinking, oh, what could we add instead of what we could improve? I think that's the thing.
Improve. They gotta just sit down and really think. Yeah, your boys, Lightspeed Rescue. Lightspeed Rescue's top tier Ranger season. No,
I meant like the toy seasons. Like instead of like, oh, buy this toy, buy this toy, buy this toy. Like instead of making so many toys, make some quality ones that everyone wants to buy,
and have it make sense within the story. Like I mentioned,
and make sense within the story.
Kamen Rider 01 selling toys like crazy, but I'm willing to buy this fucking
speaking
toy.
of 01, I can't wait for the new suit.
Well, this motherfucker is stupid.
What I miss? Let me see.
I agree with DDC 25.
Oh my goodness.
I'm fucking done. But yes. Actually, you know what? Instead of trying to talk about Kamen Rider 01, come watch us on Twitch this Saturday, 8 p.m. New episode of Kamen Rider 01. We're back with new episodes of Tokusatsu, baby. And then next weekend will be new episodes of Digimon and One Piece, which I'll try to have on a separate screen. I'm really going to attempt that, actually. I don't know how, but I will try. Because I want to see this new episode. Just for our friend DBZ25, right? Just for DBZ Freak, I want to show him the new episode of One Piece. Not the whole episode, just something to say, hey, One Piece is back. I want to do that for him. But until then, go do anything. Y'all can go yell at Hasbro. The new Kamen Rider Saber. If you want to know more about that, I don't know. We'll do a video on it eventually when we see more out of that concept. We'll talk about it. We'll probably talk about Kamen Rider Saber when we see something out of Japanese commercial, when we do that review of Japanese commercials. Like we did for Kamen Rider Geo. And other seasons that were coming out. And maybe later on. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go now. I got to go and try to get the Japanese commercials on here because it's a very difficult thing to do. But it's on Twitch. Go watch it on Twitch. Go catch us on Twitch live Saturday. We'll be back here on YouTube Saturday at 3 p.m. too. So that Ryan guy should make a TikTok. Ryan, make a TikTok. Go follow me on TikTok. I'll make videos because I got shadow banned.
Seriously. I thought we were joking. That didn't happen.
I got shadow banned. Because my content is like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They're too hot to handle. That's a deep cut right there, boy. Yeah. For real though, I'm done. We'll talk more about this whole thing when the episodes come out and shit. We'll catch you guys later. Peace. And don't be drinking and watching anime and tokusatsu.